Okay, all right. I'll stop dancing now. What is going on, everybody? Welcome. It is another Wednesday. Another week has gone by. It's stream time. We are here together. You, me, us, to play some ridiculous standard brews on the ladder, crush our opponents who are running around playing all that meta garbage that we just can't stand. Us brewers at heart, we've got to stick together, right? It is almost the end of the third week of January. How's the new year been treating you guys? I'm curious. Let me know in the chat how you guys are doing. Let me know how your new year has been. Have you found any fun new decks to try? If you are new to the channel, thank you so much for your viewership over the last couple of weeks. I had a bunch of new viewers on my last video, so that was awesome. And I look forward to a fun stream filled with awesome brews with you guys. So if you'll take a quick moment to hit that like button, if you're not subscribed, make sure you are so that you don't miss any of these awesome streams. Let's go ahead and get straight into it. Sorry, can you guys, if there's anybody here, can you let me know how the video and the audio looks? Because it seems like I may be having a little bit of technical difficulty. And I just want to make sure that everything looks okay. Sorry, give me just a second. Okay, seems like everything's fine. I think I just accidentally set the latency a little high on this one, so if I don't respond to any chats super fast, that's why. So forgive me for that. But let's go ahead and get into it. So this is what we have today. These first couple of lines of decks are what I've been brewing this week. We've got Jodah Humans, which I played on the stream last week, but I've tweaked it a little bit, changed it up, and feel like it's in a much better place now. And that is the deck I'm most excited to play at the beginning of the stream. I have a mill deck based around cursed recording, a deck called the Long Shot based around infinite merfolk tokens, Tremors, which is all about pinging our opponent to death with Tremor and War Leader's Call damage. I have Lockdown Bounce, which is an interesting take on the Esper Pixie list that is built around kind of abusing temporary lockdown and bouncing temporary lockdown to re-abuse all of our enters the battlefield triggers from a bunch of stuff. I've got Surprise Wave, which is basically I'm gonna ramp really fast and do very not fair things to our opponent with big stuff. And then I have this deck here called What in Tarnation, which is all about tokens and making copies of things and doubling season and goodness. So let's go ahead and get into it. We're gonna start playing with Jodah Humans. And who knows, maybe we'll hit Mythic tonight. We're pretty close. We're in like Diamond 2, so let us begin. Country Guy. We get to go first. This is a reasonable hand of magic cards. Go ahead and make a map token. See what our opponent's playing. They've got these nice Urza sleeves here. Seachrome Coast. Kellen, let's see if it gets cut down. Nope, no cut down. That's positive. Dark Slick Shores. Let's go ahead and play Underground River. See what's on top here. We'll take that. Free draw. Take care of any pesky demon enchantments our opponents play. Seachrome Coast for our opponent. So they're actually playing Esper something as well. Esper Auras, it would appear. Plaza of Heroes is a fantastic draw. Let's go ahead and Animist Might. Let's draw and discard. Discard that. Get in. Put that in the yard. Pass the turn. I could play Lauren, but I'm too worried about needing... Yeah, see, there's a Zur. Too worried about needing something to remove enchantments. I feel like that is a valid feeling. Ethereal Armor. Well... Well, hold on. Let's draw and discard first. Draw. Discard. Go ahead and get rid of Zur. And I'm just going to go ahead and play the Lauren. Get in. We will keep that on top. And then Jodah should be enough to just win us the game next turn. Trapped in a screen. Oh, now I regret putting the Lauren away. Jodah would make them not big enough. So I suppose we will just go ahead and get in. If the Kellen had been around, that would have been lethal. But we can just counter whatever they play with Urtai. That can't block. Can't block. No sense in countering that. And Jodah time. Say hello to Jodah, the Unifier. PG. I don't know what they were playing, but we smushed it. Okay, we're almost Diamond 2. I think I got knocked out of Diamond 2 playing Jank earlier. As I do. It's honestly, it's a wonder I make it to Mythic every season. Because every time I start doing well with a deck, I've got 5 other decks I want to play and test. But I do make it every month. It's not even that late in the season. I'm already pretty close. Jarrett. Let me I bring this music down a little more. This looks reasonable. Our Animist might not doing a whole lot right this second because we don't have a green land to cast it, but opponent took a mulligan. If we find a green legendary creature though, all that changes. Either way, Serena is good protection for our humans. Another Jodah was probably not what we're looking for. Opponent played a Thran portal on green. Interested to see what that means. So interesting. It's a land gate forest island. Is this crab beans? Relic of Legends. Guess I'll try to get in. If they want to bounce Serena, that's fine. In fact, them bouncing Serena would probably be to our benefit. Throwing... Oh no. Are we about to get owned? Luckily, it has to be the one of the top 2 cards. One of them was an island. That doesn't give us any information. If they had been to some other big thing, then we would know that they definitely had it. Do they have the combo? This is that stupid combo deck where they flip ridiculously. overcosted things from Manifest Dread with splash portals. If you haven't seen this, it's a pleasure. Opponent gets in for 2. We will take our 2. Trying to think, if we draw a land, it doesn't let us cast another creature. I think we play a Neempakal. And then I think we Animist might here. Get rid of the Manifest Dread. It was a Defiant Survivor. Get in, make a token. Like the opponent has something. Growing Dread. All right. See if the opponent can get lucky this time. I'm having a tough time choosing this time. They've been an Igra, so that means this is better than an Igra. It also means they're not going to block our Jarina. All right, so what is it then? Is it a Progenitus? It's something. It's an Omniscient. Of course it is. Do they have the stuff to go with it? One with the multiverse lets them get something off the top of their deck. So now they have... They do have a Progenitus. It doesn't win them the game, though. Manifest Dread. Manifest Dread. They don't have ways to flip those. It doesn't really matter what they are. I can actually get rid of the Omniscience. The one with the multiverse we're stuck with, but that only lets them cast one thing per turn. So if they're out of good stuff to do, then we actually still have a chance. We might actually beat... Opponents sitting here saying good game like they've just won. Little do they know, we do have... ways to win. We just have to get lucky for them not to be able to go nuts this turn. Can't do anything about Progenitus. Progenitus is going to smack us in the face for 10 no matter what. Praxa is a problem. That does it. Yeah, they get a Tolly, Gruff Triplet. Okay. Oh man, if I'd had one, if I could have just drawn a land and I could have played Lauren also that turn, then we would have been fine, but I did not find a land, so. The fact that we had a chance after they comboed, though, is impressive, so. Rock and roll APT. Opponent's going first. I'll take this. Womp. All right, so our Skrull is probably not living. Ah, never mind. How does it die? Oh, they get our Animus Might that we can't cast. How dare you? All right. So now we can protect Arena with Skrelv. So if they want to do anything, they have to get rid of Skrelv first. And then next turn we can play Wandering Rescuer if they don't get rid of Skrelv. Can they deal with Skrelv? That is the question. Liliana of the Veil. That is annoying. It does deal with Skrelv, unfortunately.
Happy to help.
But he does lose the Liliana in the process. So we'll give up Skrelv.
Off you go.
And play Secluded Courtyard on human and go after Liliana. Probably means he has another one in hand. If he was willing to sacrifice the Liliana to get rid of the Skrelv, he probably has enough. Then we can destroy. I'm actually going to sacrifice it rather than let it get exiled. And then we'll counter whatever he plays this turn. We will hope that he does not get a cut down off this. Land, does he have removal? He does, that would be unfortunate, but all right, cool, we untapped. Can we cast Jodah with this land? Black, blue, white, green, red, yes. So we should be good then. It'd be pretty hard for him to deal with this at this point. Because now we can flash in the Wandering Rescuer in response to that cut down. And if he doesn't have removal for the Wandering Rescuer, we get to play Jodah and they get really big and Wandering Rescuer has double strike. Oh. Fine. This is still pretty good. I'm gonna leave the Seachrome Coast in my hand just in case he has a way to make me discard or exile something from my hand. Flasher. I'm casting this just to get a trigger. We'll keep this one. Play the land. I mean, I guess we get in like this, let him block. Because he's just going to attack with it next turn. I'm going to have to block anyway. And I would rather keep Rona around. Did he draw removal for Jodah? If he did, that would be unfortunate. It is a black deck. Ouch. Okay. Hey, look at that. Didn't matter. Does he have more removal? We know he's got a bat in his hand, but that doesn't do anything since we don't have anything in our hand. Another slasher. Okay, but at this point, if we want to, we can make things indestructible. Ooh, Halana Elena. What do we get? Alesha, that's fantastic. And that is lethal. GG, opponent. Mono black can't stop us. Jodah too strong. Oh, I love this deck. It's my favorite. Andy Nonimos. All right. Andy. This is questionable. This is better. We will put back Jodah for now. Lanes and nothing. This hand is full of goodies. Optimistic Scavenger. Secluded Courtyard on human. Let's play Satoru, the Infiltrator. Since he should be able to attack after we play a Nimpa Call without dying. The opponent is most likely to, sheltered by Ghost. Which if he's smart, he'll go after Skrell, but he's not smart. And he goes after Satoru, forgetting that we can do this. Yep. White. Protection. You are welcome to attack and gain some life. That is irrelevant to me. No blocks. Human. A Nimpa Call. Get in with Satoru. And then we can blow up that Sheltered by Ghost with Lauren if we need to stop the life gain. Right now, we're just building our board. Feather of Flight. Yep. We are taking a bit of damage here, and if he has an ethereal armor, that would suck. No ethereal armor. Alright, so Cavern of Souls on human. Go ahead and play Lauren. Get rid of the Feather with Flight, I guess. I want to get rid of the Shelter by Ghost, but I just don't think that's the right answer. Armored Armadillo. Sure. Ethereal armor. Oh, that is annoying. It's a lot of life gain. We can get through it though. Actually, I'm gonna block like this in the hopes that I draw land. If I draw land, I can Honest Rusty and get it back. I'm gonna do that regardless of what happens, but opponent might Demolition Field us. Ooh, actually, you know what? I don't know if I ever added a basic to this list. Did I? I think I added... No, I didn't. I need to add a basic to this list so bad. He's gonna Demolition Field my board away. Chrome Coast. Honest Rustine. Get back Lauren. Sure. Well, hopefully if he's spending time and mana Demolition Fielding our lands. What's going on, Alex? We are playing Jodah Humans. 5-color Jodah Human. Oh no. Does that kill me? 8. 9. Not if he draws any other enchantment though, I'm dead. Oh, this is awful. Wow. Super fair. Wait. Let me actually do the smart thing. I need to put at least one basic in the list. Let's get rid of a coast out of plains. And I suppose we can get rid of a thicket and out of forest. That way we have basics to get if our opponent, because we do have a lot of powerful non-basic lands that are a problem for people, and Demolition Field is a thing we need to be concerned about. Plaza of Heroes and Cavern of Souls are huge problems for control decks. eguy1@gmail.com. Opponent goes first. This is beautiful. We can't cast Rona, but almost every other land in our deck can help us cast Rona, so we'll see. Keynote Scout. A Note Scout. So it looks like roots. No, maybe not. It's not the right colored lands for roots. But what would he be doing? Trouble Belt Maverick is a roots card. Haywire Might. And Jodah's a good draw. Let's play our Plusson Forest. Get Kellen down. Try to see what our opponent's doing. Brushland. All pain lands, so they're definitely going to be hurting themselves a lot this game. So if we can get any kind of edge over them. We desperately need a blue source. Or to draw a creature I can play with the lands I have. Kiora the Rising Tide. Is that just the goal of the deck? To make Kiora octopuses? What do they discard? Helping Hand and Cenote Scout. Yeah, it kind of seems like that's the main goal of their deck. Let's go ahead and try to find a blue land here. No, it's not a blue land. Go and attack. We get Comball. Comball's something we can cast, and Comball actually gets us a copy of one of those octopus tokens. That's pretty funny. Stubborn Burrow Fiend. Question is, can they get 5 cards in the yard this turn? Recommission. We're taking like 7, 6, 5, 6, 7 this turn, so we need to be a little careful. Mill. Opponent does not attack. Very strange. All right, so we're gonna play Cavern here on human. We're gonna play Comball, and we're just gonna pass. The opponent can't kill us this turn. We have protection for Comball, and if they want to attack with their Cure and get an octopus, we're getting one too. Problems. Opponent's gonna mill. 2 lands. They have the ability to attack with Kiora. Are they silly enough to do it? We have favorable blocks against everything on their board. Except for that now. Smart. But that doesn't really help them that much. Unless they have a removal spell for 1 mana. They want to attack with their Kiora. They're gonna do it. Thank you, sir. All right, they go up to 15. They have their octopus. We also have an octopus. I am going to pass again. And depending on what they do, Stubborn Burrow Fiend, sure. Trouble Belt Maverick, sure. Sure, they just want to make their Burrow Fiend as big as possible. Still not big enough. But I think they can saddle it again. So if they attack with the octopus and the Burrow Fiend, no, just the octopus. All right, so we're gonna destroy. Opponent gets a land, plays it. And then we are going to play a Wandering Emperor. Or Wandering Rescuer, should I say. And then, unfortunately, I think we can still die if we're not careful. So I am going to play it safe. And I'm going to play... Because let's see, we play Jodah. These all get buffed a lot. But he has 6 blockers to our 5 attackers, which means he doesn't have to block with everything to live. So yeah, I think we need to go wider than him. When it gets a land. If he starts using those Mavericks, he's actually going to be hurting himself. Mills 1-2 makes it a 7-7. See if he's willing to. Nope. Skips his attack phase. So now he only has 5 blockers and we have 6 attackers. Gains 3, goes to 16. Why did it still oh my gosh. I'm so frustrated. It still tapped my blue. I purposely tried not to let it tap my blue and it did it anyway. So we get in like this. Opponent has the option to get some more creatures in the graveyard. Gain some life. that dies if the rescuer dies, so I think I'm just gonna let the rescuer die. Right? No, we want this to go first. And now that can't block because he doesn't have delirium yet. Now we're in a position where we can afford to smart. He can't block with it anyway, so but that should be the end of that. So human, Jodah, everything's real big. GG. Got him. Took a minute, but we got there. On to the next one. What's up, Felix? Yeah, this deck is a blast, man. Also, just in case my responses are coming a little late to you, when I started the stream, I didn't set the latency low enough. So if I'm responding what sounds a little late to you, I apologize. Opponent's going first. We'll keep this hand. Unfortunately, it will not let me change the latency. Copperline Gorge. Scare the opponents into thinking we're playing Gruul aggro. Opponent's playing blue-white something. We're gonna find out what it is. Is it control? Is it flash? Is it mill? It's reanimator. Either Jin reanimator or omniscience combo or something. Opponent milled a land, took something. Plains. Haughty Jin. You got it. Secluded Courtyard on human. Play Relic of Legends. No attacks. Serena would be a very nice draw sometime here soon. You have two in the deck. We're way faster than him though, so if he's planning on just like beating us down. Founding of the Third Path. If he decides to put that, no, okay, he mills first. We can still gets an Oculus in the yard. That's a problem. Stop on our upkeep. Just in case he reanimates the Oculus. Does he have the recommission or the helping hand? He does not. Okay, so we'll go ahead and draw then. And we will cast Lauren. Blow up the Founding of the Third Path if he doesn't have a counter. He does have a counter. That's a huge problem, actually. Go ahead and attack. Let's discard a Wandering Rescuer since we already have an extra. Cavern of Souls, but we can't play that this turn. That sucks. What does he have in the yard? 3 steps ahead, so he can make a copy of the Jin if he wants. He decides to go for Moment of Truth instead. So it's not growing the Jin, but it is helping him look for reanimation for the Oculus. So we'll stop on upkeep again. I think he's going to get the Manifest Dread no matter what we do. Yeah, there's the Helping Hand. That's at the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, so there's nothing we can do about the Manifest, but what we can do is get rid of the Oculus, though. I don't know why I stopped. I guess it doesn't matter if I stop on the upkeep or not. Mill's a Helping Hand. Hoping maybe I'd find a 2-drop, but no dice. What was it? It was a Collector's Vault. Got 5 cards in hand though, so the likelihood that he can't find another reanimation spell. Countering the triggered ability wouldn't have done anything. It would have left him with the Oculus, and then we don't have a removal spell for it, so he would have just had a 5/5 in the air, and that would have been a problem. No reanimation though, it doesn't look like. Maybe. Just have a couple in the yard already. Day of Judgment. That's fine by me. Okay. Hope he doesn't have a counter spell. It's unfortunate because we literally have 4 caverns in the deck. He does have removal, it looks like, though. Maybe not. He had a counter spell that he had access to. What do we have in the yard? Lauren. We can play Skrelv. I think it's in our best interest to sit back. He flips the Djinn. That's a... Oh, we're just dead, aren't we? Oh my gosh. Of course it had to be a Djinn. Yeah, nothing we can do. I'm just gonna play Annie for fun. Oh wait. Oh no, because he can 3 steps ahead with the Djinn's. Yep. I hate this deck. Shouldn't be able to pay 1 mana and get that kind of value. Not in my opinion. But it is what it is. Born Tistic. We get to go first. This is a good hand, except that we can't cast Skrelv. That's fine. We'll play Skrelv later. Play this for now. Tranquil Cove. Is it another one? Keys to the house. it's a rooms deck. Okay. Well, I guess we'll play Skrelv, and then we'll dump our hand next turn. We have a cavern to make sure he can't counter anything. Unwanted remake. Okay, well I get to manifest dread. That's pretty cool. Wait. Use a card to manifest face down. Okay. I don't manifest dread enough to remember which card I get to have on the battlefield. So keys to the house he can sacrifice to go get a land. Which he does. Cavern of Souls on human. Play Satoru. Let's play Lauren, blow up his room. Let's turn this face up by tapping these so that we can protect our creatures and pass turn. Lanes for the opponent. Big surprise. Had no idea they had that. What's he gonna do with his 4 mana? Ghostly Keybearer. Sure. That's a thing you can do with your mana. Gonna play Mishra. Gonna give it haste. Gonna get in for like 10. Potentially. Looks like the opponent does not want to block. So the opponent obviously has a room they want to unlock. Thankfully, the board wipe room can't destroy our board. Mirror room. Sure. Get a dude. You attack us. You make everything hexproof. That's kind of irrelevant. Or what's the other one? Oh, double triggers. Okay, well, we drew Jodah, so it doesn't matter. Wait, okay. Stupid auto tapper doesn't want me to pay life, which I appreciate, but GG. Look at that. Look at that beautiful turn. Jodah is the best anthem in the whole wide world. All right, let's see if we can at least get to win our next game and get to Diamond 2 before we switch decks. We've been kind of 50-50 so far. Let's take a look at what we've been doing. Well, we're 8-6 with it. Some of those games I played before I streamed, so. But 8-6 isn't bad. Hey, Max. Opponent goes first. I wish I had a 3-drop in here, but this isn't terrible. Plains. Hey, look, a 3-drop. And a decent 3-drop at that. Especially seeing a plains across the board. Another plane. We will play another Plaza of Heroes and play a Satoru. Opponent is going to remove our Satoru. How kind of them. Come on, man. He's like a super awesome ninja. Why would you want to get rid of him? Why would you want him to get lost? Don't understand. Oh, demolition field. Thankfully, we do have 1 basic left in the deck. Opponent is thinking to strip mine us. And 3 games ago, they would have. Let's hope they don't have any more strip mine demolition fields anytime soon. Go ahead and play a forest. I'm gonna go ahead and play a Lauren here. So I have something to either put map counters on or just get damage in with. I want to play some Murex. Secluded courtyard on human. I'm just gonna go ahead and get in with Lauren. Opponent. Elspeth smites us. Okay. I'm gonna play Rip then. See if Rip lives. Well, there's no stick, so they don't have instant speed removal for him. It looks like they do have some kind of removal for him, though. They're touching him a lot. That's a crime, sir. Did you know that now? Since outlaws, that is now a crime. Oh, that's irrelevant. Cavern of Souls on human. I'm gonna go ahead and get in. Look at the top 4. That wasn't super helpful, but found another land. We're just gonna hold up Urtai. Plains, I'm sure they have a board wipe and they just don't want to waste it on one creature. Day of Judgment. Well, I'm not gonna waste my Urtai on that when I can make it indestructible for free. And then I still have 5 colors for Jodah if I draw him. So Malira is good. I'll take a Malira. Look at the top 5. Ooh, all right. Malira and Bomball. Actually, no. Yeah. Pass the turn. We'll discard a Rona. What you got, opponent? What you gonna do with all them planes? All them planes and all them pains. Caretaker's talent. Sure. I have no interest in countering that. My turn. Plaza of Heroes says that I can play Malira the Living Cure and still have mana for Urtai. Jodah, Wandering Rescuer. We will discard Rona again. And I don't think there's any way they can spoil our plans at this point. Easy game. Urtai, OP. Especially in a creature-based deck. Get out of here, control. Boom! Diamond 2. All right. Let's switch it up. I think we've played, what, nearly an hour with Jodah Human, so I think it's a good time for us to switch it up. Let's play Tremors. Let me show you the deck real quick first. This is not an entirely new concept, but this is my own idea of how I'd like it built. It's basically built around Impact Tremors and War Leader's Call and making lots and lots of tokens and burning our opponent, and sometimes going nuts with Oger Axonil and Enduring Courage. We're playing 4 Midnight Mayhem because for 4 mana it makes 3 tokens that have Menace, Lifelink, and Haste, which means they're hard to block. And if we have things like War Leader's Call on the battlefield, they get bigger, and so they can more easily deal extra damage. Same thing with Enduring Courage. We can just gain a big burst of life all at once. And then we've got a little bit of burn in Burst Lightning and Lightning Helix, and some Caretaker's Talents just to help us maybe draw some cards if we're running out of stuff. Boros land base, easy peasy. Let's see if we can crush some opponents with Tremor. All right. Reg Spira. Oh, I like this hand. Opponent goes first, though. Mountain and Reckless Lackey. Can we outrun goblins on the play? They have dragon fodder of their own. Runvelt Horde Master. All right, yeah, we're probably just toast. Them being on the play and having the Lord, kind of rough for us. Well, War Leader's Call is a really good draw here. It gives us a little bit of hope. I'm gonna go ahead and get in for 2. Opponent has a burn spell of some kind. Torch the tower, sure. Okay. Do they have a squee? Spear Slicer Goblin is annoying. All right. And of course they have a Witch Stalker Frenzy to get rid of our 1 goblin token. I don't think we're gonna win this one, unfortunately. 2, 4, 6, 7, 10. The opponent just takes it and it's not lethal, but they probably have, yeah, Goblin Surprise. If they hadn't had that, we might have actually had a shot. Their last card had to be the perfect card, didn't it? All right, let's not play an aggro deck first thing this time. I mean, actually, like I say that because it's frustrating to lose on the draw to an aggro deck, but we have like Lightning Helixes and Burst Lightnings to deal. Like, see, this is a good hand if our opponent's going first and we have a decent hand to deal with their start if they are aggressive. We just didn't have any removal in that hand. Like a single Burst Lightning would have let us get rid of his Horde Master early, and then we wouldn't have had to deal with any of that. Opponent draws and discards. Opponent plays a Slasher. So we'll go ahead and Helix that. Mountain, War Leader's Call. Oh my gosh, okay. I guess we're just going to go for it. The opponent doesn't have a removal spell, they're dead. Looks like they do, though. Yep. Go for the throat. Two hop to it's though. Pretty good. So unless he draws a way to insta-kill us, I think we're okay. Also, a Dread Knight is fine. Midnight Mayhem. There we go. Now we're cooking. GG. This deck is fun. It's a little outside my normal wheelhouse. Like I'm typically playing pretty mid-rangey decks. This is kind of like a weird aggressive combo strategy almost. I do like me some combo, but I hate unfair combos, so I try my best not to play unfair combos when I can avoid it. Just because I don't like propagating something that I'm against. We get to go first. Got Tremors. We just need lands, really. Got a Burst Lightning in case it's mono red. It's not mono red. Okay. Are we going to lose this game because we can't draw land? That's the question. I took a risk. Builder's Talent. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm going to give it one more turn. If we don't draw a land this turn, I'm probably just going to scoop just to save you guys the agony of watching me sit here crying for lands. Sheltered by Ghosts. That is very annoying. Okay. One more turn. I will wait one more turn. If we can draw a land this turn, I will give myself hope that we can find a fourth land. We have so many Enduring Courages in our hand. This is unfortunate. Luckily, the opponent can't attack with the wall, so they're not making any dolls. Okay. They're literally doing nothing right now, though. Okay, one more turn. One more turn. This is ridiculous that we're not that we're having this much trouble drawing land, but okay, come on, land. Okay, I give up. Let's play an actual game of Magic, please. It was reasonable. It was reasonably likely that I might have missed a land drop, maybe two, but to go that many turns without seeing a land, pretty unlikely, so unfortunate, but that's Magic for you. This is reasonable. I don't like that the opponent's going first and we have no removal in hand, but we're one land away from Odger Axonil. We've got two Impact Tremors, which means we can get a lot of damage in. Our opponent playing something aggressive. No, thankfully. There's some removal. Just in case they do play something that we want to get rid of. They do not. Tremors. Now they're playing Golgari, so they probably have ways to remove these Tremors, so I'm kind of glad we have a backup. Glissa is one of those. We will go ahead and Helix the Glissa. And then if we're lucky, we'll draw a land. An untapped land. Obstinate Baloth, that's fine. That's not an untapped land. Unfortunate. Okay, so we'll play Caretaker's Talent. Take our beats. Another Glissa, okay. Well, we can block the Glissa, so that's okay. So we're gonna play Tremors. We're gonna play Dragon Fodder. Deal 4 to them, draw a card. War Leader's Call. We have to block the Glissa to stop them from blowing up our stuff. Renin Realmbreaker. That's fine. Mill 3. They milled a Terra Sunder. Thank God for that. So we're going to take 4 because we're going to keep one of these goblins. Yes, indeed we are. And then Battlefield Forge. So we're going to play War Leader's Call. And then we're going to make a copy of this. Draw a card. Deal 3 damage to their face. And get rid of Random Realmbreaker. Leave a goblin back to block Glissa. And then Axer Ojanil should pretty much be lethal. Nowhere to run. Okay, never mind. Colossal Rattleworm. What enchantment do they blow up? The Call. Okay. We have a problem. Oger Axonil deals 8 to them if I play him, but then I can't really do anything else. Colossal Rattleworm is going to get me too. They're playing during Courage. There's nothing I can do. I'm just kind of SOL right now. Fortunately, I'm still dead. No, I'm not. If he doesn't have a removal spell, I'm alive. All right, so we block here, block here. We take 5. And then we draw a card. Blows up Caretaker's Talent, which is good for us. Oger comes back as a land, which is also good for us. Colossal Rattleworm doesn't do anything. Oh my gosh, we got there. Impact Tremors. Oger Axonil. Ping, ping, ping. Ah, I can't believe we got there. GG. By the skin of our teeth. That was awesome. Let's keep doing that. Let's keep crushing our opponent. Gelashto. All right, we got Tremors, we got Fodder, we got Mayhem. This looks great. We got 4 lands. We got Axonil. Nice. This is looking Juicy. Seraphic Steed. Tremors. Rushland for the opponent. Shelter by Ghost? That would be annoying. Cornucopia. I'm fine with that. Talent. Diversifying to, if he does have shelter, but ooh, Wiltleaf Liege. That's okay. Opponent is going to get to make an angel here, which is a little annoying, but that's 12 damage. I'm going to play this in the hopes that he doesn't have removal. If he doesn't have removal, we're golden. That's not removal. Unfortunately, it is a lot of damage, and it is multiple angels. So I don't know that we can actually win this. But we tried. That's not drawing removal was unfortunate. What is the path to victory here? We get 2 additional damage. If we can draw an untapped land. I needed to be an untapped red land. Of course. Of course. That's not strictly true. But it's not enough to kill him, unfortunately. It was a mighty effort, though. GG, opponent. That burst lightning would have been nice a little earlier, but... see if we can win one more with this, and then we'll try something different. Darren Al... I don't know how to say that. Theron Al... Ilvern? Trying. This is better. We will put back heroic reinforcements. All right. Temple of Triumph. I want lands. At least one more. Much as I would love more Midnight Mayhems. Grab. Oh, okay. I guess we're playing Midnight Mayhem. That is the news. So we need one more land. Preferably an untapped land. Overlord, opponent draws, makes land. Untapped land, please. That is an untapped land. So we'll get the tapped land out of the way, play dragon fodder, ping the opponent for 2. Plains for the opponent. Overlord. Draw. So I'm sure our opponent has leyline bindings in hand. Worth a try, though. Or counter spells, that works too. Opponent's tapping carefully. Beanstalk, draw. Meticulous Archive. They surveil a crab away and binding our tremors. Draw 2 more cards. All right. Well, we'll try to play Enduring Courage, see how that goes. It resolves. And it gets binding. Of course it does. God, I'm so sick of binding decks. I can't wait till Domain rotates. All right, let's switch it up. That deck is very fun, but unfortunately it does not seem to be doing super great. Let's play this deck. This deck is fun. This was inspired by my Cursed Robots list, actually, but I decided to go a little bit of a different route. Playing Cursed Recording, but the goal is to mill our opponent out via copied Breach the Multiverse, getting back Jaces, and all that fun stuff. The deck is a whole bunch of removal and ways to wipe the board, as well as Cursed Recordings and Chandras to copy our breaches. Farsight Rituals to sacrifice our Cursed Recordings if they do happen to get to 7 counters, but so far I have not had a game win or lose where I've had to worry about that. And then Push Pull's a nice little addition as well, because this can be copied and we can just get a bunch of stuff back out of our opponent's graveyard if they're playing Reanimator or something ridiculous like that. And Outrageous Robbery can also help us get a bunch of cards out of our opponent's deck. I've been having fun with this deck so far, so we're going to play it and see how we do. Excuse me. Sorry about that. All right. What am I doing? I don't know. What are you doing? Better yet, what am I doing? Hand looks good. Keep. We got our colors, we got spells to remove things, we've got board wipes. I like it. Come on, opponent, you can do it. It's a swamp. It's a Forsaken Miner. Hey, Cursed Recording. I just need 1 more land. There we go. Okay, I need 1 more red land. We can find that with Ill-Timed Explosion, though. So is it Skelly Man's? Or is it just like a crime deck? That is the question. So we'll play Blackleaf Cliffs this turn, then we'll play Reef next turn. Opponent is thinking real hard about whether they want to cast a spell in their second main phase. Do you? Apparently not. All right. Cliffs. Pass. Now the opponent doesn't know if they want to let us pass our turn. Their name is quite accurate, because I'm wondering what they're doing too. Tiny Bones. Well, I suppose I will Anoint with Affliction so they can't keep getting this back out of the graveyard. And then barring them playing something that I absolutely have to Lightning Strike, I will probably just save my Lightning Strike for Cursed Recording. Opponent cuts down their own thing to avoid losing it. Smart. Corpses of the Lost. I'll just take the 5. My turn. Ill-timed explosion. Draw. And we'll discard a lightning strike. And what else? I guess an underground riv. No, I really want to get to Chandra eventually. I guess Jace. We don't need Jace right now. We can get Jace later. Pump. Gildred. I have to draw and discard something large enough to get rid of Shieldred. That is a problem. I don't like it. I don't know if that's what I want to do. I could technically block the shoulder with Restless Reef, but that doesn't feel very good either. All right, I guess we just got to deal with it. Discard Slag Storm and Breach. We did not find a land, unfortunately. So we're down to 7, and he still has Hasty Skellymans we got to worry about. Okay, he did not find Hasty Skellyman, so that's good for us. Pass the turn with 3 steps ahead up. We'll counter something and draw some cards. Nope. Counter. Draw 2 cards. We found a mountain. Discard a Chandra. Unfortunately, I have to hold back. That's fine. This isn't pretty, but we got to be careful here. We're at a low life total. Breach is good. We'll take Breach. So Breach. Ooh, choices. For us, let's get Jace. We have a Chandra. And then let's get Shieldred. And then we can draw with Jace. And gain some life back.
Focus on the facts.
Opponent might have removal for Shieldred. That's a problem. Oh no. Are we gonna die? They bitter triumph the Jace and not the Shieldred?
I know where to find all the answers.
Why? That was not the choice. I don't know what they were just thinking. They absolutely should have gotten rid of the Shieldred. Sure. All right, let's think here. Let's Chandra. Let's get in with Shieldred because he's probably not going to block. he does block, that's great for us. But if he doesn't, then we'll just malicious eclipse. Chandra will double it. His board will die, ours will not. Opponent's thinking. Do they block or not? They do not. All right, so now we add 2 mana, black, and cast malicious eclipse. Chandra doubles it. All his stuff dies. Our shielder lives. Opponent loses 2 life. We're at a cozy 14. Yep, that'll be the end of that game. We didn't even have to mill them. GG, opponent. Back up to Diamond 2. Let's keep it up. Welcome if you're just joining us. We are currently playing a Grixis first recording mill strategy. It is a ton of fun. If you wouldn't mind hitting that like button, get us out there in the algorithm. The more people here, the better. Let me know how your day's going. I would love to talk to you guys. You guys are quiet this evening. All right, opponent goes first, but we have lightning strike. Keeps on top. Darkslick Shore. Make him think we're Dimir mid-range for a second. And the confusion sets in. Grixis? What's that? Opponent's doing nothing. I'll take it. Base. Mill 1, 2, 3. Well, we got a problematic enchantment out of the way. And they have one anyway. That's fine. Shivan Reef. And we will plus. Pass the turn. Heaped Harvest. Sure. You go get that basic land. All right, let's go ahead and Farsight Ritual. Dig. Explosion and Robbery seem good. All right, we'll play a Swamp. We will plus. We will pass. We will discard. Fountain Port. No, let's discard the Swamp. Keep the Fountain Port so that we have the option if we need it. Opponent's probably just going to Ritual Chamber or not. That's fine too. Opponent can, the slower they play, the better it is for me. So let's go ahead and mill them and draw.
No secret escapes my grasp.
And then I'm going to play a second Jace. And we're just going to plus this one.
Become subdued.
I assume the opponent's going to pop the Heaped Harvest. Yep. So the question is, what are they ramping towards? This is not a typical Golgari Demons list. They're ramping to something. They currently have 7 mana, so 8 mana. Is it Valgavoth they're ramping towards, or Vaultborn Tyrant maybe? Deadly Cover-Up. Interesting choice. I guess that lets them get rid of Jace, but we have one on the board, so it's kind of pointless. And if they had a bitter triumph in hand, they definitely should have gotten rid of Jace first. That way they could have exiled both Jaces. All right. Raucous Theater, what's on top? Chandra Hope's Beacon. Let's draw that.
We can improve upon your
Let's draw that card. Let's play the Chandra. Let's
This war ends
plus
today.
the Chandra. There's a Breach the Multiverse. That's what we're looking for. So we will mill the opponent for 12, then we'll double breach. And then mill the opponent for 15 more, and that should be enough to get rid of all their stuff. Opponent tears asunder. That's still not going to be enough. Oh, it exiles it. Okay.
nothing more.
Well, fine then. I guess I'll have to do tear asunders. Okay, now I'm offended. I have to play one of these cards this turn, so I guess it's Breach. Ooh, Liliana. And we don't get anything, unfortunately. That's okay.
This is enjoyable. Necromancy is a lot like plucking turnips.
Looks like the opponent's gonna finally make a demon from their chamber. Maybe. They're thinking about it. No, they're gonna tear us under the Liliana. Okay.
Death news. Time to go.
I'm gonna find a cursed recording eventually, and then I'm just gonna start making copies and outrageous robberying their deck anyway. Doubling season, that is a problem. That I am concerned about. Let's draw some cards, see what we find. Breach. Discard the Slag Storm and the Burst Lightning. Oh, I should have just not discarded. What am I doing? Oh my gosh. All right, cursed recording. They've got to be running out of Terra Sunders and stuff here soon. They've only got 22 cards left. Liliana of the Veil. Sure. Oh, that's a problem.
You regret it.
Oh no.
You failed to entertain me. I'll take my zombies and see your life flashing before your very eyes. Good.
How do they split it up? 6 lands or 3 lands and cursed recording. And they took all my blue lands. Oh, I picked the wrong pile. Oops. All right. Well, this is just a waste of time at this point. Why would they deadly cover up? That doesn't even make sense. That was probably, honestly, I probably just waited too long to do stuff. I probably should have outrageous robberyed them earlier or something. I'm sure, like, this is a pretty complicated deck to play, and I've only been playing it for today, basically. So I probably had better choices at some point that I could have made. So I will pin that loss on me not making the right choices. Senility. Opponent goes first. We don't have a black mana for go for the throat. Oh gosh, now we don't have red mana. This is terrible. I guess we'll keep and we'll put back a cursed recording and hope. Restless Bivouac, alright. Another blue-black land. We have a good mana base, so I don't know what these two hands were about, but Tear Slicer Goblin. Okay, there's a red land, but we are going to get rid of this now. So our opponent is on the goblins. Urabrask's Forge. That's annoying. All right. That is actually problematic. I don't actually have an answer. Do I really not have an answer to that in the deck? I don't. I do not. I need to probably add some kind of artifact answer to the deck, because I don't actually have one. Screaming Nemesis. Fanatical Firebrand. All right, so we're taking 6 this turn. And Screaming Nemesis is a huge pain in the butt. All right, we're not winning this game. Let me take a look at the deck real quick. Go ahead and add some braids. Because a braid can actually help us out too if we have to get rid of a cursed recording to save ourselves from dying to it. That way we at least have some answer. An answer in the deck. Not having any answers in the deck in best of 1 is not a good idea. If this was best of 3, we could probably get away with it, but in best of 1, we have to have at least some answer to an artifact if we need it. We get to go first. This looks reasonable. Wow, we're so strong the opponent didn't even want to play us. JK. I don't know why they quit, but hopefully our next opponent will not quit. After this, we're going to play some Surprise Wave. That deck has actually been pretty consistently good. Smuggler Surprise, a powerful card. Go figure. Dragon Bob. All right, Dragon Bob. If you're not playing a dragon deck, we can't be friends. So this looks great. We got double red, double black, and we don't need double blue right this second, so I won't stress about that. Womp. Valgavoth's Faithful. Concealed Courtyard and Collector's Vault. I don't have to Slag Storm this turn. Because he can't reanimate this turn. He doesn't get rid of what's on top. Gildred's Edict. Okay, that's annoying. Get rid of the faithful. Liliana. That is a problem.
Suspicious. And for once,
That is a problem.
don't overthink things.
All right. This will help us hopefully at least. Okay. The opponent discards. Do they have big scary creature to reanimate? Because they will have the mana next turn. Abyssal Harvester is not a big scary creature. They will discard Anoint with Affliction as much as I don't want to. And then we'll Cursed Recording this ill-timed explosion to draw 4 cards. And decline. Draw. Decline. All right, and now we at least have a lightning strike to stop him from man, if we could draw an untapped land, that would be so great. We're gonna discard Farsight Ritual. Actually, let's discard Explosion this time. This Farsight Ritual lets us pick from the top. Oh, he's got Reanimation. Oh man, he got there so close. Like we were so close. Okay. The game's not over. The game is not over. Okay. Let's think. Let's think. Think. Let's Farsight Ritual, see what we find. Another breach. So we'll take it. And an island. Right, and then activate, copy, get rid of Lily.
You couldn't be more It's no
Okay.
fun when they hit back.
This is gonna be a struggle because the opponent's about to get a Valgavoth. Our breach actually doesn't work if they with their Valgavoth on the field. So I don't know how we're gonna handle this. Did we really not?
A fight? And you think you can win?
Womp, Jace, go for the throat.
Sacrifices must be made.
opponent has 20 cards left in their graveyard.
Surrender every last thought to Phyrexia.
He can just cast a billion spells for free though, unfortunately, and then we die. He can just use our breaches to... No, because... Yeah, but he doesn't... He's not the first one to draw. Zombify Coma. That doesn't do anything. Let's see. You can just push-pull his graveyard. Unfortunately, we're like... Unless he's just not smart, we're not getting through this. The opponent should be able to figure out a way to victory from here. What is he doing? Why? Is he not? Is this just to mess with us? He's got to just be messing with us at this point. If the Valgavoth dies, he loses the game. He just lost. Okay, no. He can Rite of the Moth it. He gets a Trax. What is he doing? We're in Diamond. Okay, first of all, he's not playing Dragon. So I'm not gonna lie. I am very disappointed. Second of all, what just happened? Our opponent 110% had a way to kill us and chose not to. I have no clue.
For the sake of Phyrexia, I will.
We didn't deserve to win that game, but our opponent threw it somehow, some way. They were just overwhelmed with the amount of options they had with Valgavoth, and they just gave up. Oh man, all right. We'll play one more game with this, and then we will move on to some surprise wave. Rumboy. You can see the power of the deck if we actually get going, though. We get to go first. That's great. This deck can do some absolutely absurd stuff. Like, the only reason our opponent had a chance is because they were able to reanimate two things before we could really get going. Let's go ahead and get rid of this now. Valkyrie, all right. Ill-timed explosion should take care of that. Another Valkyrie, yep. Interesting choice to play Scavenger. Oh, you're right. If he had reanimated the Valgavoth again, he wouldn't have had all those spells, so. Swamp. Explosion. Draw. Discard. Chandra. Passage. I don't want to discard Chandra, but. All right, Cursed Recording. Now we can start having fun. Assuming our opponent doesn't play a creature, and then Sheltered Ghost our recording. All right, opponent's doing nothing. We like it. They haven't answered the recording. Oh, come on, leave it alone. Thank you. Man, I'm tempted. I guess we should get our value out of this before they do draw an answer to it. Just draw 4 cards here. Decline. Decline. Now we at least have a removal spell. Shelter by Ghost. Yep. Do they have a Shard Mage's Rescue to go with it? Nope. Alright, well that should be game then. We'll pass a turn. Resplendent Angel, sure. Copy. Steal 8 cards from their deck. Give me all your stuff. All right. Planes. Copy. Breach. All right, we got a Jace in the yard. We will take their Jodah and our Jace. Opponent get lost. I wish I could Shard Mage's Rescue my Jace. I mean, that's fine. We're still getting another breach, so we'll just get him back again. So Exemplar and Jace. And how many cards do you have left? 18? Oh, that's unfortunate. Ah, he scooped anyway. We would have had him next turn. See? Copies and copies. I love it. This deck is fun. All right, on to something else. Let's play some Surprise Wave. And then we'll probably finish it up with the Temporary Lockdown Bounce deck, because that's probably the most competitive list that I have brewed. I won't pretend that I came up with the idea completely on my own. I saw an article talking about it wasn't a standard deck, but it was a non-standard deck abusing bouncing Temporary Lockdown, and I figured I would try it in standard. So the idea came from an article, but the deck is my build. That means our elves is dying. That's not kind at all. Ten out of 10 do not appreciate, sir. But I will ramp elves or not. Oh, what do you take? Burst Lightning is the only real option, but it's not what he wants to take. Sure, he wants to take Overlord. Overlord. All right, we need some more lands, please. Creature of the Schism. He's in the Schism and he's preaching about it. Not anymore. No more preaching for you. Oh, I didn't show you guys the list before I started. It's literally just a whole lot of ramp. Archfiend of the Dross is a problem. Monstrous emergence doesn't solve the problem, unfortunately. We just gotta stay alive. Unfortunately, if he kills our land worlds, we can't play Terror of the Peaks. We got basically a 3-turn clock here. Hopeless Nightmare. Oh, I guess we'll get rid of Genesis Wave because we're not casting that. My goodness. Okay. That's very frustrating. I need to draw land. Please. That is not a land. Well, our opponent got very fortunate and had removal for all of our elves, and we did not draw any lands. Those are the 3 lands we started with, ladies and gents. We drew 0 lands. Actually, we only started with 2 lands. One of those forests came from Glimpse the Core, so we literally only saw 2 lands that whole game. The 2 in our opener. We never drew another land, which is pretty ridiculous. Quick Nick 89. All right, we'll keep this. This is reasonable. Restless Ridgeline. Hello. Give him the Oko Smooch. Glimpse the Core. What are they playing? What version of blue-white is it? Inquisitive Glimmer. Oh, I'm not super fond of that. Fortunately, I don't have any creatures to kill that with. So go get Mountain. Pass the turn. Hope they can't go too crazy this turn. Gremlin Tamer. That I can get rid of at least. Alright, get rid of the Gremlin Tamer. Slow him down a little. Come on, creature. That's a land. Restless Ridgeline. We will activate Monstrous Emergence. Can't have that sitting around for too long, or he'll be able to dump his entire hand. Ethereal Armor. That's 4 damage that we can't deal with. That's all he's got? One of Surveils likes what he's got on top. Terror of the Peak. Oh, I'll play it. And hope that he doesn't have a Sheltered with Ghost. He has a Trapped in the screen. Can't do anything about that. Can gain a little bit of life here to make up for the 5 damage we're about to take. Opponent Surveils. Keeps it on top. Come on. Oh my gosh. All right. Having the complete opposite problem this game. Can't find anything but lands. I don't make this stuff up, guys. Can't make this stuff up. Opponents max this for 6. Surveils. Keeps it on top. Happy with their draws so far. All right, come on. Give me a Genesis Wave one time. I'm not dead yet. Opponent says good game. Overlord of the Flood Pits. Sure. I'm not dead yet, sir. I don't even have to give up my restless ridge line to live. And I won't. Take 7, go to 2, get rid of the enduring innocence as a creature anyway. All right, come on, deck. There we go. All right, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we can do it for 9. Come on, don't fail me. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right, there we go. Good game indeed. Never GG early, guys. Never, ever, ever GG early. Don't do it. Oh wait, hold on. Is that enough damage? I don't think that was enough to kill him. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. All right. Woo. I was like, wait a minute. If I don't have enough damage to kill him and he gets rid of my flyer, I'm dead. So I panicked for a second. And that's why you don't GG early. All right. Let's do that again. Not the whole never drawing anything but lands, but, you know, Genesis waving for lots. Opponent goes first. The question is... This is not a very good hand. Much as having Land of Worlds on turn 1 is great. This is better. We will put back 1 Glimpse the Core. Keep the Vaultborn Tyrant. Uh-oh. That was a good draw. A spear and Monstrous Rage? Nope. Wheat. All right, all we gotta do is ramp to 6 mana, guys. We already have the hand. We just gotta ramp to 6 mana somehow, so... Come on, Overlord, or... Ramp of some kind. Emberheart Challenger. He didn't have a pump spell last turn, so maybe he won't have one this turn. Nope. That's a land. I'm not going to play the passage because I want to draw 1 more land. Okay, Heartfire Hero. That doesn't do anything. I mean, we're 1 pump spell away from just this whole game falling on our face, but I mean, I'm gonna, hey, we found it. All right, open a prayer. If we live through this turn, we win. Can our opponent kill us? I think we did it. We did it. All right, they should not be able to stop this. I am going to do it on their turn. During combat. Beautiful. Tali plus Vaultborn Tyrant means we're gaining at least 6 life, drawing 2 cards, and then we get 2 things off of a Tali, which could gain us some more life and draw some more cards. Opponents finally found a Monstrous Rage. That's not going to be enough, though. They need to connect. I think they were just hoping that the Heartfire Hero dying would be good enough. Witchstalker Frenzy. They have 2 Witchstalker Frenzies? That's pretty crazy. Okay, That's an impressive amount of spells they had held back there. It's not going to be good enough, though. Overlord, Monastery. Gain 3 more life, draw another card. We'll get rid of the Heartfire Hero. Take our 5, gain 9. And block, and block, and block. And despite them having literally 3 Witchstalker Frenzies, pumping their team to an absurd amount, we have still put ourselves completely out of reach. GG. That was freaking awesome. We got, now granted, we got very lucky that our opponent literally didn't do anything crazy their first 5 turns of the game. But still, considering what they had in their hand, that was awesome. If we had played a creature at any point during that game, we probably would have died. Patrick. Patrick. My name's not Rick. We get to go first. Copperline Gorge. Elves. Do you have removal? Removal. Removal. Do you have removal? It does not look like it. Elves. Smack them with the elves. Ow. How does it feel to get smacked by a couple of cute little anime girls? Oracle of Tragedy. Alright, so what is this? Is it crab beans or is it combo? Probably combo. Oracle of Tragedy seems more like combo to me. I don't see Oracle of Tragedy. They discard Diabolical. Interesting. Hold on to Burst Lightning. Opponent does nothing. Oh, oops. Almost attacked. Silly Severin 7 hitting the attack all button like some kind of mono red player. No, you cannot have a land or elves. I forbid it. We will fetch a forest. We will play a Vaultborn Tyrant. Gain 3 life, draw a card. Genesis Wave. All right, let's see if our opponent has an answer to Vaultborn Tyrant. Blooming Marsh. They have black mana. Relic of Legend. What is happening? What is this deck? We're about to find out. I guess we're not Long Rivers pulling. Another Atali. Lots of lands. So our opponent does run counter spells. I don't know what they're doing, but it's board wipe or die time, and it has to be an exile based board wipe. So if it's Cultivator's Caravan, I am so confused. I want to see their deck so bad, but they just scooped. I want to know what they're doing. This looks interesting, but it also looks terrible. But I don't know. It could be some kind of crazy combo that I'm unaware of. All right, well, we're almost to Diamond 1. Hey, we got an hour left in tonight's stream. You think we can make Mythic? Playing all this jank? Rain! Or Ryan? That could be another way to say Ryan, I guess. We go first, but no untapped lands on turn 1. That is a problemo. This is better. Much, much better. We'll put back 1 Genesis Wave. Keep the Atali. we're losing our elves. The worst feeling. Okay, we do another land. Forest. Ghost vacuum. Okay. Okay. I see you. More ramp. Whoa, Black Betty, bam, blam. Whoa, Black Betty. Time to ramp. Wanna got a ghost vacuum, bam, blam. Womp. Unstoppable slasher. Okay, that is a problem. Okay, well, I guess that is helpful. So one of two things is about to happen. They're either going to play a Bloodletter of Aclazotz and we're going to block the slasher, or they're going to remove our Overlord of the Hotwoods and we're going to go to like 8. This card is so ridiculous. What were they thinking? Like, this card should not come back from the graveyard. It would be... Oh, okay. That's really awesome, actually. Let's reveal a creature, so that way they can't kill our Overlord in response. Comes back. They're letting us get the land, which is good. Opponent's gonna eat something randomly for no reason. Evolved Sleeper. That doesn't do anything. It blocks a Tali, but I mean, if I'm being real, I'm not really here to... Let's go ahead and attack. We don't need to play a Tali pre-combat. Opponent's gonna pump their Sleeper twice to kill our Hauntwoods, which is fine by me. Yep. No, not my Hauntwoods. Which, granted, he is getting close to having enough mana to track these ghost vacuums, so we do have to kill. What? Why did it pass my turn? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Why did it skip my turn? Did I click skip turn? Am I that bad at life right now? Am I that bad at life? Did I click end turn? If I did that, I am so sorry. I should have. I was going to play Natali, but apparently I am just not smart. So we're going to play Natali now. Because reasons. All right. Our opponent gives us... Ooh. That seems pretty good. Oh, they came in the wrong order. Annoying. So it's 5. Okay, opponent scoops. I was gonna Genesis Wave just in case they had removal. Diamond 1, nice. All right, do we keep playing this deck or do we... Man, I feel like we're doing so well with this deck. Maybe I need to make a video about this deck. Let me tell you, hold on, give me a second. Let me take a look. See where we're at here. Nine and 4 with Surprise Wave. Nice. Not bad, not bad. We've had a positive win rate throughout the night. I know there have been some losses, but just to recap really quickly. With Jodah Humans, we're 9 and 6. With the Tremors deck, we went 5 and 4, so kind of broke even there. Same thing with Cursed Mill. We have or do I have I don't have. I need to work out my streaming to have access to my web browser. Anyway, we're positive. All of our decks tonight that we've played, we are positive win rates with all of them, and we're kicking butt with this deck. So I'm kind of scared to switch decks if I'm being honest. But I want to play more fun brews for you guys, but I also want to make Mythic. But what would be the fun in making Mythic without playing something fun? Let's play one more game with this just because I am having so much fun with it. Or I suppose we could just play till we lose. What if we just go undefeated into Mythic? That'd be pretty sweet. Luis Carlos 1675. I'll keep this. Use the Fabled Passage to get the red, so we have access to red. Pass the turn. Smuggler Surprise is fantastic. Boop, 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 doot, 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 doot. Sunken Citadel. So they have this in the deck because they're playing lands with activated abilities. What deck does that? 67 cards. What? Okay. Like, we're in Diamond 1. This is not an uncompetitive area of the ladder. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little confused. There's jank like I'm playing, and then there's 67. So that means that they had 80? No. How many is it? So 65. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 76 cards? So random. This is like the second in very few games, like just absolutely ridiculous deck. This just seems like a Golgari deck. Okay. Error was a fantastic draw because now we actually have two creatures to put into play with Smuggler Surprise. Sure. All right. Well, Smuggler Surprise. Oh, I love this deck. 6 to your face, draw 2 cards, gain 6 life, more Terror of the Peaks. Oh, it's great. Terror of the Peaks. Draw a card. And just because we can, we're going to let Llanowar Elves have its say. Llanowar Elves is going to contribute to your death, sir. GG. No clue what the opponent was doing. Golgari rampy something. All right. I'm not going to lie. I'm scared to switch decks right now. We're doing so good. Granted, that was not a meta deck by any stretch. I would like to get to Mythic. Doing it with you guys would be great. It'll be the earliest I've gotten to Mythic in the season in a while. I just play so much jank. It's so rare that I get to Mythic until closer to the end of the month. This looks great. It's rampy delicious. Now, if we're playing against mono red, nope, no mono red. This is a great hand against Domain if this is what it is. Glimpse the core. concealed courtyard. So maybe not domain. Seraphic steed. Okay. In a mountain. Okay, so we gotta start getting rolling here, because Seraphic Steed can get out of hand pretty quickly if we don't actually, because we don't have any removal in hand right now. So they have full reign to do whatever they want here. The life game we're not really that afraid of. They're just gaining life. We're totally cool with that. Grabbing mountains so that we have forests to get with our glimpse the cores later. We got plenty of green for Genesis Wave here. See what the opponent does. They're probably making an angel, but we're going to gain some life back with Vaultborn Tyrant, and then I'm sure they will have removal for it. But ooh, Tristani's actually really good. Okay. All right, Vaultborn Tyrant. Calamity's really good if they don't have removal. They do. And it's exile-based removal even. They can't give anything double strike though, which is good. But we are in trouble. We really need this Genesis Wave to hit good. How much can we even do it for? I don't know if it's going to be enough. Six. Well, I mean, we don't have a choice. This might be our loss. I mean, that helps. It sets up the next Genesis Wave and lets us gain a little bit of life if they don't have another Sheltered by Ghosts. Yeah, opponent's giving us the GG, so they must have removal. Yeah, and they'll just give Tristani double strike for that. Good game. We just didn't have removal. I've been seeing Seraphic Steed, Wilt Leaf Liege decks a lot lately. I actually have always really liked Seraphic Steed, and I've tried to make it work many times. So I'm glad to see the card seeing a little bit of play. It is very good with Wilt Leaf Liege since it gets +2/+2. All right. We finally lost, so let's switch it up. If you are here, I guess there's only 4 of you in here, but if you're here and you would like to choose between something a little more competitive like Lockdown Bounce, or if you'd like to see what in Tarnation is, let me know. I am going to take a quick moment and use the restroom really quick before the last half an hour of the stream. And yeah, so let me know. All right, I'm back. No, you missed me. All right. What in tarnation? Definitely not one of my more competitive ones, but boy, is it a fun one. All right. Let me fix this a little bit here. So that our curve doesn't look so terrible. All right. So we are based around abusing the living crap out of Oko and doubling season. And our goal is to just ramp and control the board a little bit with unsummons, 3 steps ahead, horned lock whales, aetherize, things like that, and make our way up to having a doubling season. Playing Oko with doubling season on the battlefield means we can immediately -5 him, make tokens of the doubling seasons, which will make 2 tokens of doubling season, which will then double up every other token that we make with Oko. And yeah, this deck is ridiculous. I've had some absurd games with this deck, and it is a lot of fun. So let's play. I've had some unbelievable board states with this deck. So if you want to see, I can't promise we're going to win a ton, but when we do win, it will be glorious. Opponent's going first. We'll keep this hand. All right. Does our elf live? That is the $1 million question. They didn't have cut down. That's good news. They do have some other removal spell, though, it looks like. Oh. Rude. Restless Finestock. I love Conduit of Worlds. Oh, Slasher. Okay. Well, we have Horned Lock Whale. I think Head Shredder is very underrated as well. Enduring Tenacity. Get out of town. They put it on top. I guess the question is, are they playing? I guess it looks like they're just playing mono black infinite combos. They're playing all the infinite combos. So there's probably conquerors and demons and all the fun, horrible things that we hate. They play their Slasher. And what else? Starscape Cleric. You got it. Take my 4. Fabled Passage. Guess we'll go ahead and fetch this now. Pass the turn, and we'll go ahead and Aetherize. Put it all back. They can just recast most of it, but at least it saves us the trouble for a turn. All right, they're gonna replay the Starscape Cleric. Brawler has reach though. I guess the question is, which infinite combo does he have in his hand? If he just attacks here, I'm gonna power up the Shredder. Probably. Conqueror. Okay, so we can't do that. Actually, no, we're just dead, right? There's nothing we can do. Yeah. This is what I hate. Decks like this drive me insane because it's just a completely unfair combo. Whenever an opponent loses life, you gain life. Whenever you gain life, you lose life. Yep, we're dead. I'm gonna scoop so that I don't have to sit through the combo. It just bought like it. Like in my opinion, an infinite combo should actually require some effort to set up. Like if I was designing for wizards, I would make sure that any infinite combos at least required some real effort to put together. But I mean, there are so many 2-card combos that don't require any effort whatsoever that it's ridiculous. Because the cards are just good by themselves. There's absolutely no opportunity cost for playing them. Like Starscape Cleric is a good card. Conqueror, good card. Enduring Tenacity, good card. Like, nothing wrong with any of those cards. And it's just, oh, I happen to draw 2 of them, so you're dead. Spellwork Vendor. Like, I have an infinite combo deck that I was planning on showing you guys this evening. What's up, Lucas? Yeah, I do. I won't lie. I don't hate a lot of decks, but I do hate that deck. All right. I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna play Doubling Season. I'm gonna try to go for it this turn. Here, oh, okay. We're not dead. All right.
You to the death.
How about them apples? Caretaker's talent, sure. Get some gremlins. Game's over, pal. It is over. We're gonna break the game in a minute. You guys ready to break the game? I'm ready to break the game. Dude, what is the tap all your mana button? I forget. So 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So all right. Let's break arena.
Land without law. The cunning reigns.
Okay. They didn't make that Dream Do Enhancer had 96 counters on. Hold on. So let's take a look at what was about to happen for the beauty of this, right? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 doubling seasons on the battlefield. So this Dream Do Enhancer and Transfer entered with 96 counters. Then we were about to ultimate Oko. All right. which would have then made God knows how many copies of Doubling Season, just a billion. Like we would have literally capped Arena that game probably. Let's see, because it's five token copies. Gosh, I don't even know how that math works out. It would have been a ridiculous, like, just. And that's why the deck's called What in Tarnation, because this deck looks just a mess and then until it works. Doubling Season plus Oko is just ridiculous. We go first. I'm fine with this. We will play a passage with which we will fetch a forest. Island. All right. Well, counter spells probably means we're having a little less fun this game. Glimpse the core. What you doing, opponent? Come on. Play Magic. Boogity 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 boys, let's play Magic. Thundering Falls. All right, so they're true to their sleeves. And is it mage all the way? All right, so let's play Island. Let's get Oko down, right? Draw two. Discard. We have to discard 2 cards. Ugh. I guess Island and Flood Pits. And then next turn.
You'll never guess what happens next.
Okay, well, I guess the question is, do they have a counter spell? Do they have a counter spell? That is the question. If they do, this kind of sucks, but they have to have one. I mean, they're doing nothing. They're playing Is It. There's no way they don't have 3 steps ahead or Phantom Interference or something, right? We can't be that lucky. Can we? Can we be that lucky? No, I mean, there's a stick, so they have something. Okay. We tried. Honestly, I would rather have Make Your Own Luck get countered anyway. We'll ditch Elves and Bounty.
Would you like to see a magic trick?
Would you like to see a magic trick? Lightning Strike. Oh, they're gonna get rid of our Oko. Well, that means we get to play Make Your Own Luck though without a counter spell. Hedge Maze. I do not want that to be one of my cards I draw. Make Your Own Luck. Okay. Not that exciting, but free Dream Do Enchanter is not terrible. Opponent plays a Rowl. Crackling Wit.
Thanks for the helping pop.
No more lands. We need stuff and things. This is going to be a complicated game, but I think we got this.
You get to be my protege today.
Let's go ahead and counter that. And draw. Actually, let's make a token copy. Let's see if they have a counter spell here. If they do, we might be in a little bit of trouble. Looks like they do. They have their own 3 steps ahead. All right.
Work with what's available. Aha! A solution!
All right. Well, at least they're running low on cards. We're dangerously close to them ultimating this round. That's a problem. Okay, that's helpful because it means they have a little less. Okay, yeah, we're probably just toast here.
It's time to embrace the local culture.
There's no way they can't get 1 card here. I mean, that doesn't mean the game is over.
Well, gotta work with what's available.
They can't cast any spells this turn. They're gonna draw a bunch of cards and then they can give everything storm.
No amount of science is gonna fix this.
Back to square one.
Do they have a burn spell here? If they have a burst lightning, then that is a lot of damage. All right. Our only hope is to draw a Genesis wave. That's not a Genesis wave. I don't see a way we get out of this.
Doesn't take a genius to see something weird going on. Oh yeah, it's coming together.
I mean, they do have to have enough mana to cast everything, so.
Think big.
They only have 1 more spell they can cast this turn, so they're kind of putting their foot in their mouth right now. They're totally unnecessary to level up that talent. They could have cast a lot more spells this turn.
Another genius idea by Raoul Zarek.
Not enough to kill me. Very close. Wait, what? Why did that deal? Did I just count wrong? That was still a bad mistake. Like, why did? Oh no, because of they leveled up the artist talent to increase the damage. Okay, I'm thinking that's the one that makes otters. That's the stupid otter talent. I was mixing up talents. So that was a good move. My bad. House is dying. All right. is going first? This looks good though. As long as they don't have, well, even if they, no. They do have removal for our elves. Slows things down a lot. White. Okay, that doesn't look like something that's going to just absolutely melt our elf away on turn 2. NT. All right. That doesn't get rid of our elves. I don't want to bin that to the graveyard, so let's go ahead and get a forest. All right, and then we can play doubling season. Damn it. All right. So we gotta be quick here. No, let's go ahead and play Overlord. Let's be a little safer. Is the opponent playing Jodah? Annie joins up. Okay. That sucks. They get double triggers. Choosing not to discard anything. They're gonna get to draw 2 cards though. Or not. Oh, because it didn't enter this turn. Okay. Let's math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, if we play doubling season this turn and they don't deal with our elves, then we can play Oko and Dream Do Entrancer in the same turn. Elena. That doesn't kill us, but it is not good. They do discard, put a counter, get a bunch of stuff. So it wouldn't matter if I blocked anyway. So we go to 3. Yeah, go ahead, Felix. Any questions you got? I'm all ears. All right, so Dream Do Entrancer. Tap the thing. Oko. Minus. Tap the thing. Tap the thing. And now we're cooking with grease.
Try to stop me.
Killing the kid, sure. Oh, they have reach. Okay, no, we're okay. We got reach, ladies and gentlemen. Yep. Can discard some cards. Animus Might. All right. They get rid of our Oko. Man.
Ride off into the sunset.
So rude. Okay. We're not drawing stuff. We need to draw stuff. Please and thank you. All right. Unfortunately, we have to sit back and hold up our... Honestly, You're probably right. I probably should, if we're being real, use the mana colors. I'm not a super professional editor. I know my thumbnails probably look relatively decent. But I do. It's just a little bit of a struggle to add the colored symbols just because of the amount of work it has to go into putting them on the thumbnail each time. But I mean, honestly, I'm not even gonna lie, it's laziness. And because usually I say, like in my title somewhere, I say the color combination like Naya or, you know, something like that. But you're probably right. I probably should just do that for my thumbnails. Probably help a lot. I haven't noticed a big difference in click-through rate on my videos when I have, because I have done it a couple times. If you go back and look through my videos, I have done it a few times. But you're right, I should, honestly. That sucks. Am I really dead over that Elspeth smite? 5, 6, 7. I'm not dead. But I lose my entire crew here. And I'm at 2. So I need to draw something good here, please. Oh, I didn't think that you were dismissing my style or anything. And realistically, I really probably should. They want to play Sigarda before. Okay, so we're going to do this, do this, do this. Make a lot of copies of Llanowar, counter their thing. I guess discard doubling season. Yeah, that's very true. Oh my gosh, we've literally just had the worst luck. We're just drawing absolutely nothing. Nothing we can do about it. That sucks. We literally lost that game because we couldn't. We have so many cards in our deck that produce tokens and that take advantage of doubling season, and we could not find one. Even with drawing extra cards. Oh well. I agree with you though, Felix. I appreciate the feedback because you guys' feedback means a lot to me, and anything I can do to improve the quality of your enjoyment of my content is something that I will always take into consideration. This is a good hand. Not fast, but I mean, we have Aetherize to catch up if they're an aggressive deck. And I have been experimenting with my thumbnails. Like if you look at my last couple thumbnails versus my thumbnails in the previous weeks, trying to change things up a little bit, especially just because of the way that the video is shown throughout YouTube. Like the placement of the words and things like that is really important because of where timestamps kind of cover stuff up in certain areas of YouTube. So there's a lot more that goes into creating a thumbnail than just like making something that shows the deck. Like I have to be very considerate of where everything's placed. So definitely have to try to figure out where I would put the mana symbols in my new thumbnail design, because My new thumbnail design seems to be the best for making sure the words are visible no matter where the people are viewing the thumbnail. And you're right too, though, about like the whole Magic player thing. Like, I could very well be missing out on clicks because maybe my thumbnail just doesn't catch enough of the eye that it's a Magic video, and there could be people who would even be interested that just don't notice it. So you're 100% right about that too. Opponent's playing poison. Yeah, I understand what you mean. 100%. Let's glimpse the core. Get our ramp on. See if our opponent has a counter spell here. Nope. All right. Well, at least now we can start playing our Overlord without impending. Yeah, and honestly, that's the biggest thing is I need to grow and gain new subscribers. So you are right, good sir. And until you said something, I really hadn't put that much stock in it, and so I really appreciate you bringing it up, because listening to you explain why, and that's another thing too, is I just don't get enough feedback when I do ask why people click on my videos, and so hearing that like helps you like see and be like, oh yeah, like I want to click on that, like helps me kind of get into the mind of, you know, other people like yourself. So because I am sure that is not unique to you. I don't think we're going to need Aether. We only have to discard one card. What am I doing? And we'll play Restless Vinestock. I'm sure the opponent has Vraska's Fall or something. These are such sick artwork. I love these cards. I have a handful of these in paper with this cool artwork, and I love them. Like, this is one of the like creepiest, neatest artworks. Like, if you look at this, it's basically an organ come to life. Like, he's got like organ pipes in his chest. Super cool. Distorted Curiosity. Nothing like 1 mana, draw 2 cards. Almost Ancestral Recall. All right, well, we have our other Overlord of Flood Pits coming off impending this turn. We've got counter magic available. Feeling pretty good about where we're at. This is going to be a slowly but surely kind of deal, but that is always the case against control. What you got, opponent? Vraska's Fall me, do it. Nope. Yeah, I agree. I really appreciate your feedback. Like, for real, thank you very much, because I think you are 100% right. Draw a bunch of cards. You know, this is the first time I felt good playing against this deck. I hate blue-black poison, and even with only 3 lands, half the time they're a nightmare. GG. All right, back into tier 1. Well, it is 11 o'clock p.m. my time. That is when I usually stop the stream for the night. So thank you all for those of you who have been here. If you're watching this after the fact, thank you as well for checking it out after the fact. I hope that you'll take a quick moment to hit the like button on this. And if you're not subscribed already, please make sure to do that if you don't want to miss this. I do this every week on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. EST. And we have a good time. I try to brew up at least 4 or 5 new decks every week to play on stream. And then I typically make 2 videos a week. Eventually, when I am potentially making enough money to make this into a career, I might move to daily Magic videos. But for right now, 2 videos a week. And yeah, I had a great time with you guys tonight. We did really well. We were positive win rates with every deck that we played tonight, which is very positive. Let's see. Yep. Even What in Tarnation we had a positive win rate with, and that's a pretty crazy deck. So I had an absolute blast. I appreciate all of you. I will catch you in the next week's stream, hopefully, and I'll have a video out for you guys this weekend. So catch you in the next one.